You know, the part we didn't tell was it's amazing how life comes full circle, because my first day on campus, they have a seminarian's retreat where you meet people.
Right.
And so we have name tags on. Now, you would have to know her dad. Her dad was the most intimidating person to this day I've ever met. But he was also one of the funniest people you would ever meet. But the most he wasn't that tall. Doc was like 5'10", yeah. So he wasn't a big dude, but so he walks up to me and looks at my name tag and said, McKissick. I said, yes, sir. He introduced himself. He was also very humble. Like, he's never gonna say, I'm Dr. Paul Nichols. He just said, I'm Paul Nichols. I don't remember what else, how he described himself, but it was always Paul Nichols. He said, I know your daddy. He was talking to me just like that, and I'm like, who is this man? And I said, really? He said, yeah. He preached for me back in 1979. He said, you remember G.V. Lewis? And I said, yes, sir, very well. He said, G. Vincent did his internship under me and asked me to invite your daddy up. I didn't know your daddy. And he's laughing. Now, you have to understand my father-in-law. He couldn't get anything out funny because he'd start laughing before he got to the funny part. And you're like,
I know, but
right, you know what I mean? So that's really how I got connected to the family, why he started inviting me over, because of his connection to my dad, who had preached for him back in 1979 in the old building. So it's amazing. And I had many people in Good Shepherd who told me they remembered that when my dad came. So it's amazing how life kind of comes full circle, you know what I mean? So we got married and went to Ohio.
That was actually an amazing journey. I loved Ohio. I loved the people there.
Bethel, and people think I'm crazy when I say this, and I really still believe this to this day. Bethel is the only place I would have left Toledo for.
Yeah.
To this day, I still believe
good
that.
People. It was
Yes.
a good church.
Yes.
So it was a good pastorate there.
It really was. And Toledo, outside the snow.
Well, you know, I'm from the snow. So
Yeah, see,
I
that's the part of you that ain't saved yet. But
because I remember when I was pregnant with Jocelyn, of course, we had Jocelyn there. I mean, it was so much snow, and I said, well, I don't have anywhere to go, anything to do, because
Right.
I'm in the house. So
do you remember the night you got pregnant with Jocelyn?
anyway, so here's
I
another
remember.
fun fact that people don't know. All of our children were conceived. Every time we went back to Toledo,
I know.
we conceived.
I know.
I don't know if
Bang,
I
bang, bang,
told
bang
that.
in Toledo. But Jocelyn was.
This interview is over. It's
Jocelyn was, I remember distinctively, I was working on my doctorate, remember?
Correct.
And I surprised you
came
and
back.
came back early
You did.
that
What?
night.
Did they kick you out?
And you were so happy to see me, you put it on me. And Jocelyn was the result. Jocelyn was the result. But
It
you're
was
right.
August, so-
That's really crazy, though. All of them were conceived
We kept going back to
In
Toledo, because
Toledo.
something was going. And I said, what
either from
is
Breon
it?
or from
somebody-
Melvin. It had to be one of the two.
It
Those are the
was.
only two people I preached for.
So this is you all's fault.
Toledo. Y'all did this to us.
Yes,
That is crazy.
I know. The things we remember, the things that happened that led us to here.
I know. And then we come back here, which took a while. Because you remember Dad asked me to come back, and I was like, nah. Part of that was because we loved Toledo so much. The other part was because I didn't want Dad to bring me back without the people voting.
Correct.
Because if he brings me back without a vote, then they don't have to keep me. And Toledo is involved in everything.
everything.
We came to preach church anniversary, brought the choir,
Yep.
and Deacon William Scott went to Dad and said, Reb, you need to bring your son home. And I told Dad then, put it to a vote.
Put it to
I'm
a
not
vote.
coming without a vote. And
Well, we knew they'd vote yes.
yeah, well,
Have the son come back?
I mean, you never know. You know, church folk, you know,
That's true. They can, but
yeah, they can
it
be
wasn't
really
that
funny.
kind of party.
It wasn't that kind of. I think only one person voted against it.
Well, you're gonna have the naysayers. You're
Well,
gonna
that's
have,
okay.
you know,
Yeah, that's okay.
make it interesting.
Yeah, I won't get in that.
Yeah.
And so we've been back here now. We've actually been back for 26 years.
26 years.
Because for the first 5 years, I was Dad's assistant. You know,
We
and
pulled in the day before Thanksgiving, 1995.
that is true.
Ooh, we
With
was so
Jocelyn
excited.
in
I think I
tow.
was more excited about eating the next day than just being back here. But anyway,
I know. And
with
then
Jocelyn in tow.
what
That's
people
right.
may not know is she became director of the youth choir.
Right, yeah.
Like, they would be shocked the people that were in your choir.
Oh my goodness.
Heather, was Heather in your choir?
Heck no.
Oh, Heather was in my choir.
Heather, do you?
Heather,
She would be, oh,
I just
yes,
made you
I'm that
younger
young.
than you really
You're
are.
Right.
She
No,
was in my
I
choir.
had Melissa, Shayna, Howard. Of course, they're family, they're
Right.
cousin. I had Anthony. Oh my goodness, I had Anthony.
That's
'Cause
right,
Anthony would
Anthony
play a little.
was.
Anthony was in the choir. Who else did I have? Ursula.
Ursula sang?
Yeah. Ursula.
Oh, okay. I don't remember.
I had the twins, Leah and the Lassane twins, Leah and oh my goodness, they would kill me. Farron and Leah, they came
Right.
off and on, so I had them in the choir. There were so many I had in the choir back then.
See, people may not know that. Y'all may not know. So, y'all know she sings, even though she doesn't do it often. She was a music major and could sing. I remember vividly going. Was that your junior recital or your senior recital? That was your junior recital I went to. So let me tell you.
Why is he here?
Let me tell you how her dad dissed me. Let me tell you how he dissed me, right?
You remember that day, baby? After
Oh,
my
I
recital, we were going to eat.
So you think that's funny? You think that's
Because I
funny?
didn't think you would remember that.
Oh,
This
I
is
remember.
hilarious. Tell the story.
So I'm invited to the recital.
Uh-huh.
You invited me.
I did. I probably
Yeah,
did.
because we were cool back then. We were cool then. But I don't think your dad knew we were that cool. He knew we knew each other. He didn't know we were that cool. So I'm at the recital, you know, to support her, and she kills it. I mean, she smashes her junior recital. So we're outside walking to cars. I'm thinking, I eat on Sundays. I'm going to eat with them today. But I think Doc knew, okay, this dude is sniffing around my daughter.
Yeah,
When I tell you he
that's what it was.
ceremoniously
He sure
dismissed
did.
me,
He sure did.
All right, McKissick, we'll see you later. I thought we were going to dinner or to lunch.
That is too funny. I
He-
didn't think he'd remember that.
Oh, I remember it. He dismissed me.
He did.
Like little young Negro, get away from my child. He dismissed me. You remember that?
I do.
Why you didn't take up for me? Won't he do it?
Yes, he will.
Bang, 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 bang
that.
in Toledo. But Jocelyn,
Well, when I say prompt, you may say, well, mention this
let me
or.
get the nose. What's going on? You got like boogers here.
No, it's my nose hairs.
That's not a nose hair.
It is. Really, Rudolph?
See, that's the kind of stuff y'all need to get on video.
That's what I was just thinking.
Were you really?
CJ, are we rolling? Okay.
That is the hair, Daddy.
Thank you.
It's not a hair.
It's a blonde hair. Yes, it is.
Thank you.
She has a blonde hair in her nose.
It starts with a B, but it ain't blonde. It's boogers.
I,
Put your hand sanitizer on your feet. I don't want to.
Yeah, you got it. You got it though.
Why do I want to wash my hands?
It's your boogers.
Thank you. That's what
That
I
ain't
was
what it
trying-
is. That's not what it is.
You know the difference between hair with makeup on it and a booger.
But I don't have them, so I don't know.
Yeah, yes, you do.
God didn't create me that
oh
way.
my gosh.